Hello. Please join me as I share some insights that my younger selves hadn't been able to see. Then you can tell me, is this wisdom or is it the illusion of wisdom? To paraphrase Lord Kelvin, when you can express what you're speaking about in numbers, you know something about it. But when you cannot express it in numbers, your knowledge is of a meager and unsatisfactory kind. In this episode, we'll look at how putting numbers to reports that are intended to scare you or bring negativity into your life can bring you peace of mind. Here's our first example. According to CNN, our galaxy is due for a catastrophic collision with the Andromeda galaxy. It goes on to say that another collision will happen even sooner. Pretty scary, no? No. Look at the numbers and relax. That first collision isn't due for 8 billion years. That's billion with a B. That collision that is going to happen sooner will be with us in a mere 2 billion years. Not a big worry, I would say. Here's another one. On November 17th of 2018, CNN reported that more than 1,000 people were missing in California's wildfires. Then, on November 25th, another CNN headline declared that 249 people were still unaccounted for. Yes, this is bad, even horrible news. That said, that same headline obscures the good news that it implies. Once again, the numbers tell the story. If more than 1,000 people were missing a few days ago, isn't it even bigger news that at least 751 people have been found? And isn't that, by and large, good news? It's not only words that can be misleading. If you see a graph or chart that purportedly shows a decline in something, look carefully at its scales. No, not those kind of scales. I mean this kind. This is a chart of temperature changes between 1880 and 2015. Pretty scary, right? Wrong again. Look at the temperature scale. Here, we see exactly the same data presented more honestly. When you look at it that way, it's maybe not so scary after all. A similar kind of deception occurs when a story specifies a percentage change of some value without specifying the absolute number on which it is based. If, for example, we look at the numbers reported by the Centers for Disease Control of the incidence of measles in the USA, there's a 40% increase from 2016 to 2017. That sounds pretty alarming until we look at the absolute numbers. There were 86 cases in 2016 and 120 in 2017. The U.S. Census Bureau reports the population for those 2 years to be 323.4 million and 325.7 million respectively. This works out to the incidence of measles in the USA rising from 1 in 3.8 million in 2016 to 1 in 2.7 million in 2017. For comparison, National Geographic gives the odds of being struck by lightning in the U.S. as 1 in 700,000. They go on to say that the odds of being struck in your lifetime is 1 in 3,000. Here's another one. A headline on January 19th, 2019 reads, "Asteroid impacts. Earth and Moon are getting hit more now than before." The texture of the article says that before was 290 million years ago. Life lessons from this? If you want more peace of mind, read beyond the headlines and look for numbers. If you don't see numbers with a report, you're not getting the full picture. If you enjoyed this, please click that like button. And if you'd like to support us, please take a look at our Patreon page to see the rewards available. Thank you for watching. See you next time.